Okay, so let's talk about what's happening on this week's Skeem Saam. So a lot has been happening around surrounding Lehasa, Pretty Crazy, and the trial, right? So the trial has begun, and well, things are not looking good for Lehasa, to be honest. But there's a gleam of hope in terms of how the trial started. You know what I mean? They put Peterson on the stand on last night's episode, which I think is a good thing, but his emotions took the best of him. He let his emotions control him. He didn't stay composed and relaxed when they started questioning him or cross examining him. Instead of like answering the questions of if he hates Lehasa, he let his emotions get to him, which it's normal for human beings, but in this case, you cannot let your emotions control your behavior, especially when the hassle is involved. And this is a huge case for him. He needs to convict the hassle of his crimes, but if his emotions get the best of him, he's compromising this trial. He's compromising the case, and Lehasa saw that yesterday. That's why he was smiling. That's why he was smirking, being a smug. Being a mug for all the wrong reasons, really. But I think on tonight's episode, something huge might happen. I don't know what, but I can feel it in my gut. Now let's talk about the dynamic between Crazy, Pretty, and Lehasa. This love triangle is confusing as hell. It's confusing. It's something that I knew would happen, but not this soon. I accepted the fact that Crazy is gonna be in Lehasa's life for the rest of its life. I did. You know, she's the mother of Lehasa's baby, and I didn't expect this to go this way, but it's getting messy. You know, it's getting really messy in terms of how this is happening, and the outcome of everything is really, really getting messy. Preacher's family is now getting involved. Her uncle, her aunt, it's just getting really messy. Wow. Yeah. The aunt was like, when are you gonna propose to our niece, since she's living with you, since she's cohabitating with you, she's acting like your wife? When are you gonna pop the question? Because this is not in our tradition. You can only just cohabitate and not ask for the cows, the lobola, the price, the bride price. But to my surprise, Lehasa said something that concerned me a bit. He's like, I love Pretty, but I'm not ready to get married to her. Okay. This is really weird because when they were dating a while back, when they started dating, when he really started having feelings for her, he was positive. He was even considering the idea of marrying her. Do you know what I mean? He was really insistent on actually proposing to her and building a life with her. So now that it's supposed to be happening, now that her family is expecting him to propose or to ask her hand in marriage, he's not sure. He's not ready to marry Preeti. Like, what is all that all about? I get why he's hesitant, why he's having second thoughts because of the situation that in with Kwezi and the fact that he had no choice in the fact that he had to marry Kwezi for necessity. I get that. But now that they're asking you to marry the woman of your dreams, the woman you claim you truly love, I was not expecting him to hesitate or say, I'm not ready to get married, but it will happen in the near future. Preeti's life in this whole mess is uncertain. She's like a flower. She's waiting to just wither and die because there's no certainty, there's no solid reason why she should be there. She can be discarded anytime because she's not Lehasa's wife. Do you know what I mean? He can just change his mind one day when he wakes up and say, do you know what, today I ain't feeling it. Do you know what, I kick you out, just leave. I prefer Kwezi. Because Kwezi is now the wife, she has every right to be there, but when it comes to Preeti, she has no solid reason of being there. So it's uncertain. Her being there is really uncertain because you don't know if Lehasa will change his mind one day and say, I don't love you anymore. She has no solid reason to be there, no concrete evidence of if Lehasa might change his mind one day when he wakes up and say, oh, nah, you know what, I decided that I don't want to be with you anymore. That can happen anytime because she has no confirmation from Lehasa, no tangible reason for her to be there or for her to not expect him to wake up one day and say, you know what, this relationship ain't working. And that's what I fear from Lehasa in the near future. I just feel like with Preeti not having anything to show for this relationship, one day Lehasa can just wake up one day and say, look, nah, we over. And Preeti would have nothing to her name to say, no, I'm staying in this relationship. You put me through shit, you put me through hell. I choose you over my family, but it's his choice. He has every right to decide to break up with you because he did not commit legally. Say, oh, I want you to be my wife. So anything can happen from now, even in the near future. We don't know. It's uncertain in terms of her relationship with Lehasa. But there was something that happened on Skeem that I found hilarious. Like, Kwezi and Preeti are literally competing. It's like, oh no, I can do better than you. Whatever you do, I can do it better. Like, Lehasa is stuck in the middle. he created this mess. I won't feel bad for him because he created this mess. And now he has two people fighting for him. One is the mother of his child. The other is the love of his life, which is Pretty. He went to a sangoma, a traditional healer, to figure out what to do next because his life is literally going upside down. It's literally messy. It's not good for his mental health. So he went to the sangoma, the traditional healer, and he said, your life is in shambles. Your personal life is in shambles because of the crimes and the deeds you have did to other people. And the only way you can free yourself from this mess is come clean to what you've done in the past. Like killing Fanny, like robbing something blind. He's done so many shady stuff that he needs to come clean about. And if he's not going to do that, everything around him is going to die. He even said, oh, there's going to be death in the near future. I'm suspecting it might be the baby because I've seen some circulating rumor about Pretty and Crazy having a fight and then Crazy loses the baby. I don't know if it's true, but now that that traditional healer, that Sangoma said there's gonna be death in the family, I'm suspecting it might be that unborn child. I don't know. I'm just speculating here, which I like to do. I don't like when TV shows become predictable. So it's really great to see that Skeem is now unpredictable, and I like theorizing situations, and that's what's happening right now, and I enjoy that. So the uncertainty between Lehasa and Pretty is really worrying me. It's something that I didn't expect to see, but I'm not surprised it's happening. In terms of the trial, you know, Crazy is there supporting his wife. No, sorry, her wife. No, he's Crazy supporting Lehasa. Let me just say that, and also Pretty's there supporting her boyfriend. But do I think it's the right thing to do? From my point of view, it's not. Because you're now telling your boyfriend who's not committed to you in any kind of way that you're willing to fall on his sword. If he does fall, you are willing to follow him to wherever he goes. So if he says jump, you're going to say how high. If he says jump off the bridge or the edge of the hill, you do it because you love him. You know, sometimes love is so dangerous and toxic that you can't see who the person is truly is or who that person is capable of, and that's what is happening to Pretty. She's so in love, she's blinded by the love that she has for Lehasa to the point where when people around her try to show her that being with Lehasa is so dangerous for her life, she's not willing to listen. She's not willing to accept the fact that they might be right because all that she sees is the love she has for Lehasa, which I know is okay with that. I understand. I've been there, you know, being in love with someone and wishing or hoping things will change, whatever. But in this case, nah, it's not gonna end well. Like she's already compromising her morality, her beliefs for this person. She's compromising her future for this man. She was supposed to go to university and become the most greatest lawyer. That's not gonna happen when she's around Lehasa. As much as I want them to work out and be happy and grow old together, there's a part of me which feels like Lehasa is going to hinder Pretty's progress in life. She's going to keep her life on hold for this person because she's so in love with him. I actually don't know what is going to happen, what the outcome of this trial is going to be, of the relationship between Lehasa and Pretty, even Crazy. But what I know is that no one in this triangle of situations, this love triangle, no one is gonna come out of this happy or glad. It's gonna end in tears, heartbreak. The fallout is going to be massive on a big scale, and I can see it. I can just see it happening. But anyway, we'll see. Let me know what you thought about these recent episodes from Monday to now. Let me know. Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Don't forget to click on the notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. Peace. I'm out.